closet. Can we take a guess? Can we take a guess? Or a sip? Can we take a guess and a sip? Bitch, I'm out the closet. Do you hear me? Out. Out. Out.
Just focus on me. Can you focus on me? Baby, can you focus on me? Me. Can you focus on me? Baby, can you focus on me?
Who's ready for story time? Still gay. Hey everyone, you're watching Hey It's Alice TV. So, if you couldn't tell by my attire, my drink of choice, and the cup, what we're talking about today. Can we take a guess? Can we take a guess? Or a sip? Can we take a guess and a sip? Bitch, I'm out the closet. Do you hear me? Out. 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 So, I'm Alice, and this is my coming out story. So, I'm gonna give you a little background before I say my coming out story so you guys can like really follow along with your girl, okay? Okay. So, let's just start here. So, growing up, I'm from Maryland, PG County, and I went to a K through 8 school until I went to high school, whatever. And this really started really young for me, like trying things out with girls and things like that. Like my first kiss was with the girl I'm about to tell you about. So we're gonna call her, what are we gonna call her? So we're gonna call her Bianca. My first kiss was around 3rd, 4th grade or something like that. Around this time, my mom, she worked at my school. She worked at my school, so I wouldn't have to take the bus all the time. Sorry, text message. Sorry, the trains as well. Oh my God, this is embarrassing. I'm moving, I'm sorry. Mom, she worked at the same school I went to, so I didn't really have to ride the school bus or anything like that. And Bianca, she stayed up to school too because of her reasons that I cannot name. One day, we're just talking or whatever, and I think she wanted to kiss me or I wanted to kiss her, but we didn't want to do it in the setting that we were in. We were in a classroom. So your girl went to the bathroom. Okay, she went to the bathroom, and that's where I had my first kiss. That's where it all started from, but I didn't think anything of it. Like, it was just like a 1-2 thing that we had going on, and I was young. Like, I didn't think anything of it. I knew I kind of had an attraction towards boys, but I really wasn't worried about that either. So middle school comes, and the adventurous Alice just fucking pops out or whatever. But there's like main people to the story on like me coming more out, kind of, sort of. Like me really understanding like, oh, I like girls. Which made me kind of like be able. First of all, let me tell you, there's 2 types of ways to come out, okay? Either you come out on your own or you forced, okay? I was forced. I didn't know what the fuck, when the fuck, where the fuck. but that's just what happened. Okay, so we're gonna call her fucking Just Ain't Shit. So Just Ain't Shit and me, like, we were like experimenting in middle school, and then another girl, we're gonna call her Amber. Don't know where I got Amber from, nowhere near her name, but Amber. So you have Just Ain't Shit, me, and Amber. So me and Just Ain't Shit, like, we were like whatever at first, and then somehow Amber got into the freaking picture, and then it just became like a three thing. But it wasn't like a lot of times. Y'all don't look at me like I'm crazy, like, period. I know I'm not the only girl who was doing things with other girls in middle school. Like, at least I wasn't doing nasty things with boys, you know what I'm saying? You know, I wasn't pregnant in middle school, unlike other people. And mind you, I wasn't like eating the box or nothing like that. Like, we were just like kissing and like fondling each other's boobs and like playing with each other's kitty cats and things like that, but we weren't like giving each other head or anything like that. I actually have a story time on my first time giving head, which wasn't until high school, okay, period. So anyway, all three of us kind of like did our thing or whatever, and I was like, this is nice. After that, I graduated from middle school and I went to high school. So high school, and I had my first girlfriend. My first girlfriend was in 10th grade. I'm gonna call her a fucking joke. And I was with her for a minute. I don't remember. It was a minute though. And this was like the first time I ever heard about like touch me nots and things like that. This was really the first time I heard about touch me nots and stuff like that. So I'm just like, okay, because like when it was time to do stuff, she didn't want me to touch her or anything like that, but I still knew I liked girls. So basically me and her broke up. It was a joke. If you want a story time on that, I have a story time on my first relationship with a girl. 10th grade, with her name, code name, a fucking joke. Cause that's what she was, a fucking joke. And I wish her well in everything that she does, but she's a fucking joke. So oh wow. 11th grade was when I got into my next like serious whatever relationship with another girl, and we're gonna call her can I say a fucking joke part 2? Because that is a story time as well. But at the time she was more feminine, and that was like the first girl like I really went like all in with. Like, we did the whole shebang. Like, excuse me, like we had sex from 12 to like 6 in the morning. I knew I was like in more and more females, but I did not tell my mom. I didn't say anything. I didn't say anything to like the people. My friends knew. Like, that was the crazy thing. My friends knew, like my best friend, whatever, my god sister, they all knew. But I didn't say anything. I wasn't saying anything or whatever. And around this time, my mom, she was like really, really sick and things like that. So like the end of, not even the end of 11th grade, like 12th grade, the end of like going into like, I don't remember when, but I had moved in with my godparents because my mom, she was really, really sick and she was in the hospital and things like that. So I didn't really stay in the house anymore. I changed my bus stops and everything like that. So I still didn't say anything about any girls or anything like that. And at this time, was I dealing with somebody? Yeah. So I was dealing with another girl. We're gonna call her pretty decent. We're gonna call her pretty decent. Because she wasn't bad. She wasn't a fucking joke. The way it ended was a fucking joke, but she wasn't a fucking joke. So, so we're gonna call her decent. Because her actual name starts with a D, but we're gonna call her decent or whatever. So me and Decent, we were together for a minute. We were really together for a minute, and then things kind of went left when like her friend got involved. That's another. I have a lot of story times in my relationship, so I might as well just make another video and just fucking do hella story times because y'all gonna be dead. Period. I wish I could fucking draw so I could draw you out the fuckery I had to go through. 2016. Okay, now we're getting to the coming out story. So I just want you guys to understand my timeline of me really dealing with girls and things like that. Like I was always kind of dealing with women and things I really love women. And another thing, half of the people, 95% of the people I either talked to or dated were dark skinned with dreads. I really have a thing for dark skinned women. I love dark skinned women. I love everything about a dark skinned woman. Dark skinned women really excite me. Oh, they do something to me. So I really love dark skinned women. So that's really that. So so 2016 comes around and I'm living with my godfather at this point. So I'm living with my godfather. My god sister moved in with us. So it's all a big old house or whatever. And I swear there's never been a time where I probably indicated that I like women. I've never said anything about women. I've never said anything about dudes for either. I just never really said anything about the topic of a woman or a man. I just was quiet. I don't remember what day this was, but this was like early on in the year because my mom, she ended up passing away February 25th 2016. So this was like way before she passed away, like not even too far away, but it was like she was really in the hospital now. So one night we were having like family dinner. It was my godparents, my god sister, my brother was there. I actually have an older brother, me, and then my godparents' children and all that. We were just all sitting having family dinner or whatever. And my god sister, she likes boys. She likes dudes. So, you know, they were talking about something with dudes and I was just sitting there like, I can't relate, whatever, this ain't nothing, okay. But mind you, I've been with dudes, but not a lot, probably 3, like, yeah, like 3 dudes. Everybody else was women, so give you a little balance on that. So, and mind you, I didn't say anything about my sexuality. I didn't really make it be known that I liked girls or anything like that. I was just, hey, if I went to school, whatever, I was doing what I did at school. If I seen my boo, whatever, and if they wanted to go out, oh, I went the fuck out or something like that. Like we would never came over to my place or anything like that. So we're having dinner or whatever, and they're talking to my god sister about some boy or something, honey. I don't know, like I don't remember, but they were talking about some boy. I don't know. And then it just flipped on me, and I'm sitting here like, excuse me. Like, what? Hello, what are we talking about? So my godfather's like, you don't really talk about boys. Are you dealing with boys? And I'm like, no, I have nothing for boys. I don't have anything to give to them or whatever. And then I think he was gonna say something to my god sister Jasmine. I can say her name because that's my girl. So he was gonna say something to Jasmine, and he looks back at me. He says, you have a liquor license? And I'm like, what? And then it's like, are you a carpet muncher? Who? Like, a carpet muncher? What the fuck is that? Do you have your liquor license? Are you a carpet muncher? Do you like women? Yeah. Everybody's in the table like, my fucking brother talking about he fucking knew it, or he had a feeling or something. Then my godfather's like, so when did you like girls and all this? I'm like middle school. Well, like not even middle school, like way before. I just didn't really understand until I really got to middle school, and I really got more of a feel for another girl or whatever. So I'm like, okay. So at this point, everybody's laughing and all that other stuff, and I start to feel like a little sad inside, because I'm like, first of all, this is not how I wanted to come out. 2, bitch, I wanted to fucking tell my mom. And 3, this seems like everybody's making a mockery out of what just the fuck happened or whatever. But the conversation like keeps going on about women, and everybody's asking me all these questions and I'm answering them. And have you done anything with a girl? What have you done with a girl? What type of girls do you like? Like all this other stuff. And I'm just like, yeah, I've done something with a girl. I started crying. I started crying because I knew that's not how I wanted to come out. I knew I wanted to tell my mom first, right? That's something I regret. But yeah, my mom was really the first person I really wanted to tell, like, oh, I like girls, like, you know what I'm saying? Whether she was gonna be accepting of it or not. And everybody was like, why are you crying? And I'm like, I don't want to like feel like I'm like a burden on anybody. I didn't want anybody to look at me differently or anything like that. And they said they don't look at me different and all the other stuff and everything like that. But I'm not gonna get too much into detail because after I came out, the dynamic had changed, because I felt like, okay, now that I've come out, I can like bring women around, or my partner or whatever, and I have to understand the dynamics of the people who I was around and how they are brought up and how they think and how they operate and things like that. And this is like the more serious part of the coming out story. Like everything else is so hee-haw, but I really want people to know, like, especially like if you're worried or scared or whatever about what the outcome is, like you could honestly like really DM me, talk to me. We can really get through this, girl, because I felt like the black sheep of the family after that, because of like the things that were said and or whatever the case may be. And I was just like, I don't really understand this, I don't like this. And mind you, after this, my mom had passed away in February, so that kind of hurt me as well. I was like, dang, I didn't get to tell my mom, like, hey, your daughter's gay, like, she likes women, you know what I'm saying? So, I mean, she knows now from heaven above. But it was a bittersweet moment, because they took something that was supposed to be cherished to me, and they kind of made a joke out of it, and then they kind of didn't, because they accepted me when I brought more, like when I brought girls around or whatever. And it wasn't a lot of girls or whatever. It was a total of 4. So we're gonna call her Something. Me and Something, we were kind of dealing with each other or whatever, and I thought it was okay for her to come over and like chill and things like that, because I wasn't at my house anymore. I was staying with my godparents. And it was like, after like the girls, like they only liked one girl out of the other 3 girls that I had brought over or whatever. They only liked one of them, because all the other girls, they would like make jokes about the person. I would end up telling the person I was with like what my people would say about them, because not only did that hurt my feelings, they were my person at the time. So I don't want to just sit there and let them keep coming over and they don't know that my people are like talking shit about them or whatever. Like, why does she look like a man, and she needs to shave her mustache, and she looks like a dude, and that's a football player, that's a linebacker, and like it goes on and on and on and on. And they would just make a lot of comments and things like that, and I just really didn't like it. And it made me feel it made me feel bad. It made me feel bad for the person because they probably were struggling with their weight. Oh, that's another thing. I really like chubby girls, and like I like all types of sizes, but I really like a chubby girl, or like girls with like medium neck bones and things like that. So like if you got like a booty, you got some hips, you got a little tummy, thick thighs, big waist, like I like things like that. Like, what I'm saying, you feel what I'm saying, girls? Girls, do you feel what I'm saying? Out of every person, they only like this one girl, and we're gonna call her DC, because she's from DC. So we're gonna call her DC. That's not her name, but like her name actually started with A, but we're gonna call her DC because she's from DC. So everybody loved DC. Everybody loved DC. Everybody loved her. She, you know what I'm saying? Like, she was the only person who came to family dinners, the only person who could stay past 12 p.m. a.m. You know what I'm saying? Low key, like 1 a.m. was exceptions or whatever. But everybody liked her. Everybody was like, oh, how's DC doing? Is DC doing good? Is DC coming over? Can I ask, like, oh, can DC come over? Sure, she can come over. Whatever. Like, okay. Like, she used to come over after work all the time, over the weekend. Like, she was just over there. Okay, like, she was really over there. But with the other girls or whatever, it was more of a standoffish, bad speaking of them, just saying whatever, like, and just everybody's laughing, and I'm like, what the fuck is so funny? Like, I want to know what's funny. The crazy thing about it is, the people I was talking to, they didn't give a fuck. They didn't give a shit. They didn't give 3 damns. Like, they didn't give 4 fucks. So it made me look at everybody in a different light. It made me like standoffish from people. It made me feel like you guys really don't support me the way y'all really say y'all support me, because if y'all support me, y'all wouldn't be sitting here and cracking all these jokes about people. And if I feel comfortable enough bringing somebody around, it was hard enough for me to come out to you motherfuckers. Now I'm inviting somebody and it's just being a fucking comedy show. It's a fucking circus over here. I didn't like that. You know, I love my family. I love my family dearly, but some people you have to love them from a distance because of what they have going on. And the more I've been able to get into myself, my sexuality, my inner self, I've been able to really understand that it's not me. It's them. It's whatever they feel. You know what I'm saying? It's whatever is projected in their mind. And sometimes you can't change other people's opinions, or you can't change people's opinions at all, God forbid, whatever the case may be. You know what I'm saying? You can't change people. You can't expect people to understand your lifestyle or whatever. Like, you can't expect anybody to do that. But you should have, like I should have, drawn a line and said, hey, like, this is not cool. I don't appreciate you like talking about them, because I felt like me not saying anything gave them the green light to keep going. So I feel like if people say they're accepting of you, but it's so much negative backlash, kind of sort of, like, I want people to be able to speak up. You know what I'm saying? Like, speak up for yourself, because it's still people who are in the closet who are scared to come out and be like, just say who they are. But I bet you if they get around their friends, they get around whomever, they're living their best life. But these people are supposed to be your family, you know what I'm saying? Like, whether you agree or not, you're my family. And you shouldn't take something that is so me and turn it into a joke. Like, how if I sat here and talked about your company and all that other stuff, you would feel some type of way. You know what I'm saying? Like, just really think about what you give and what you give back. It's all cause and effect. It's all cause and effect. Everything you do is like basically a cause and effect. And I kind of just started not liking living there and not dealing with it. You know what I'm saying? And DC, I ended up going to college. I went all the way to Atlanta, Georgia. I'm in Atlanta, Georgia now. I went to Clark Atlanta University. I'm taking some time off, but I went to Clark Atlanta University fall 2016. And DC was like the last person like I seen. She was the last person who seen me like before I left to come here for freshman year. And everybody wanted me to like stay home and do community college, and I'm like, first of all, my mom passed away. I'm not really feeling this whole me staying in Maryland thing, first of all. Two, I don't know what none of y'all got the fuck going on, but I'm not liking all this negative energy, all this whatever. Let me get out, let me not. Fucking trains. But I knew I had to go, you know what I'm saying? Like, I knew I had to get the fuck out of there. I didn't want to stay in that house. It started feeling toxic for me, and if any of my family watches it, you feel how you feel, but it was feeling toxic for me. I was not enjoying my time there. It was just nothing. After that, I was like, I need to start anew. I need to get the hell on. And from there, I went to college, and that's really where I was really able to not only accept myself, but accept my sexuality full throttle. And it made me more comfortable being in my skin. And it wasn't until I got to college where I was just like, fuck this shit. Fuck this shit. Fuck it. And when I was younger, I was more naive to the fact until you listen. I don't care if it's family, your significant other, whomever, nigga, you live with a plant, you live with a fucking whatever. You do not know somebody until you part. You do not really know somebody, understand somebody until you start living with people. You know what I'm saying? I'm like, y'all expect me to live here and be in community college? No, like, this is suicide. Like, I would kill myself, like, to get far away from this. Like, and then that was really how I thought, like, I'm not staying here. If I stay here in this house, if I stay to do any of this, I'm just gonna kill myself. Like, what else is here for me at this point? Like, I want to be with my mom. Like, depression really hit over me and things like that. Like, a lot of factors played into not only me coming out, but my mom passing away as well. And I just don't think anybody really took shit into consideration. I think people just say whatever they said to their mind, and it flew out their mouth. And I have a voice now, and I'm able to project, hey, all right, that's how you feel. Like, if you truly cannot accept me for me, and whomever I bring around, then you don't accept me. Sorry. Like, it's different for me to say, I'm not really feeling her vibe, I don't think she's the best for me, than for you to nitpick every little thing that a person has on them, who they are, their clothes, and all that other stuff. And I truly feel like clothes does not define you. That's why I don't give a fuck about those labels, like stud, stem, femme, whatever. Like, you look at me, oh yeah, she's a femme, like, but fuck that, I'm just a fucking lesbian. Like, I just like women. Like, can we fucking put down the labels, bitch? That's what's really fucking up the gay community, because you have these fuck ass people who don't understand stud for stud just because of the fucking clothing. Now make that shit make sense. Y'all are bugging out because two studs are together. Nah, fuck that shit. That shit gay as shit, Mo. Like, what? Make that make sense. You or your friend or whomever to bash you or to bash the person that you're with. Because if you're bashing the person that you're with, you're damn near bashing me. Because if I felt so comfortable bringing this person over, I wouldn't think for 2 seconds that as soon as that fucking door closed, y'all are cracking jokes like this is wilding out or something. You know what I'm saying? Like, I tell people, like, don't listen to this. Don't listen to these people, because they are in their own journey of whatever the fuck they got going on, and you cannot let that get to you. As much as that sounds so easy to do, like, that's probably the hardest thing you could do. is a motherfucker just keep coming at you about all these gay stuff, just whatever. You really have to understand that that's how they are. That's how they feel. That's whatever is implanted into their brain, and that's just how they think. You cannot change these people. And not only that, understand that you're okay. You're fine being gay. If somebody don't like it, that's on them. If you can't understand that I'm gay, you don't like who I bring around, that's on you. But I ain't gonna stop being gay. I ain't gonna stop like women. I ain't gonna stop like that kitty cat. Okay. Let's just be honest. Let's just be real. Let's be real. For real, like, let's be real. I ain't finna stop none of that, you know, and really make it in my mind like, hey, I'm just gonna step back. I'm gonna go on my journey, my self-love journey, my internal journey, my spiritual journey, figure myself out, understand why I was so depressed, which I am now, like I'm out of that now. You know, I'm just continuing my journey, getting more close into my spirituality, my inner self, and everything like that. Like, and that's another thing. Depression plays a big part. And if you guys want me to do a video on depression and things like that, I've suffered from depression from young, but I never really understood depression, real depression, until I got to college. And that's crazy because they speak about it in school and you don't really think anything of it, but little do you know that your whole life was full of this word of depression. And that plays a really big part. A lot of people in the LGBT community are depressed because, not a lot, but people are afraid that, you know, if they come out, their parents are gonna hate them, kick them out, do this, do that. And it's like, one, this is all I'm gonna say. Do not pop your coochie for no man, and you bring a child into this world and you cannot accept the fact that they might be gay, transgender, bisexual, fucking straight, blue, black, whatever. Like, don't have no fucking kids. And no, I don't have kids, but shit, I'm better than half of these parents out here, and I don't give a damn. And I ain't got no kids. Let's really talk. You know what I'm saying? Like, people don't understand. Words do affect people. Words affect people. They affect how they feel, how they learn, how they think, how they go. Motherfuckers do not think for shit anymore. And this is why we are where we are right now in the fucking world. Start to understand that nothing is wrong with us, and I'm just speaking for the LGBT community. And there's so many other letters I don't really know. I'm sorry, you guys. But we are okay. Like, there's nothing wrong with us. There's nothing off about us. And baby, if somebody calls you different, yeah, bitch, I am different. At least I'm not boring and simple as you, bitch. I'm different and I'm unique. And I love that about myself, because all you whores look like the same motherfuckers in real life and in social media and all that other stuff. All of you guys are just mirroring together in the background, and I'm fluttering in the front as the different, unique person. But it's only one of you. You. So when you really start to understand that, and you really get that in your head, you just really understand that, hey, that's just how they feel. But we'll just see in a couple months. We'll just see what's really going on. Like, I'm gonna take that, I'm gonna use that as fuel and light that bitch up in my ass, so for me to push to go 10 times harder to let you know, yeah, I am gay. But look what this little gay black girl's doing. Now look what your ugly ass is doing. You know what I'm saying? Drinks to that. That's all I want to say for this video. This is my coming out story. Hopefully you guys are inspired in some way. If you guys want to DM me for advice or anything like that, honey, my Instagram, Snapchat, Twitter, whatever, I'm here. I'm here. You know what I'm saying? Like, if you feel like you can't really talk to nobody about things like that, you can always come to me and I can give you the best advice that I can. And hopefully we can move on to seeing where that goes with you, or whatever the case may be. But hopefully this is just an eye-opener to let you guys know that it's okay to be different, because that's what makes you unique. I'd rather be different than be the same 10 fucking bitches that you see on social media or you see in real life. I'd rather be different. I've been different my whole life, and at first I didn't accept it because everybody tried to make it seem like a bad thing, but honey, it's a good thing to me. So when you really just start thinking more positive and just take all that negative that people are saying and flip that into a good connotation, then you'll be okay. You'll really start to really work towards yourself, love yourself more, love your sexuality more, and not even be afraid to say you're gay, lesbian, whatever it is. You wouldn't be afraid. Now there are challenges and things like that. You know, some people don't have my coming out story. Some people really do get disowned and things like that. But I just want you to know that you can come to me. You can talk to Alice. You can talk to me, girl, because we're girlfriends here. You know what I'm saying? Like, we could chit chat, whatever. Spill the tea. And just remember that being a gay bad bitch is not bad at all. Period. Because gay people was lit. Okay, we probably one of the best people in the world. Y'all just be mad. Because, whatever. But that's all, folks. Thank you guys for watching my coming out story. It's Alice and this bitch. And I'm out. Bye, y'all. Stay gay.